Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, hope you are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Home School. This is Fatimatul Zuhra, Assistant Teacher of Islamic Studies, National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Today I am going to take a class for the students of class 6. Dear students, my today's topic you will know about that. Today's topic is chapter 1, lesson 7 and 8, and this is lecture number 4, HW number 3, and your HW is after finishing all the lesson, page number 17, FB 1 to 5. This is your HW. Okay, the students, now come to your lesson. This is lesson 7. The topic is Akhirat. Akhirat means the life hereafter. Life on the earth is the worldly life, and the life that comes after it is called the life hereafter. Till here, this is the life hereafter. So, in Arabic, this is called Akhirat. In Arabic, this is called Akhirat, means life after death. The life after death is called Akhirat. You can give it, this is the definition. Okay, this is the ends of this is the starting starting of the life of Akhirat, but there is a start of the life in Akhirat, but there is no ending. So the Akhirat life is no ending. This is everlasting life. Okay, man will either achieve Jannat or suffer the punishment of Jahannam in the life of Akhirat. Here are importance of faith in Akhirat. We must have faith in Akhirat. After our faith in Tawheed and Risalat, nobody can be a believer without having faith in Akhirat. Okay, belief in Akhirat helps a person to acquire a sound character and makes him or her righteous. This is because the person who believes in Akhirat knows that in the hereafter man will be given the return for what he or she does in this world. So this is the main thing of the life Akhirat. This is the main thing. So you will get the reward or punishment according to the life of this world in the life after death, Akhirat. So you have to believe on these things, then you would be able to lead the life according to Islam and rules and regulation of Islam. Understand? So this is the main fact here. So it is said that the world is the cornfield of the hereafter, life hereafter. This is important. Whatever you do here, you will get the result in the life hereafter. Okay, as a person sows in the cornfield, so does he or she reap. For instance, if one cultivates paddy, one reaps paddy, and if one cultivates wheat, one reaps wheat. So this is the example. Dear student, my dear student, this is the example. So whatever you have done here in this world, you will get the reward or punishment in the life hereafter. So the importance of faith in Akhirat is vast. If you believe in Akhirat, then you will do the work according to the Islamic Sharia. Okay, now come to the stages of Akhirat. There are some stages of Akhirat. These are the grave, Qiyamah, Hashar, Mizan, and resurrection, then judgment, then Jannat and Jahannam. From there are so many stages in Akhirat. From these stages of Akhirat, in your book there are mentioned grave, Qiyamah, and Hashar. See, grave. In grave, so this is the call of grave. The grave life is called also Alami Barzakh. Okay, Alami Barzakh also called. And this life starts immediately after death. This is important. This life in the grave continues up to Qiyamah or Hashar. So the continuously this life will be going on till Hashar or Qiyamah. Okay, so the life lasting of Barzakh till Qiyamah or Hashar. After death, human being will be placed in grave. So the life of Barzakh will be start that time till Qiyamah or Hashar. It will continue. Okay, now come to the next stage. It is called Qiyamah. Qiyamah means doomsday. it is. In this world there will be a time when people will forget Allah. Okay, and that time there will be nobody to utter his name, means Allah's name. Nobody will be here. That time Allah will destroy the world. Everything will be destroyed in this world by the blowing the trumpet of Hazrat Israfil alayhi salam. Okay, first time when Israfil alayhi salam blow the trumpet, in first time everything will be destroyed in this world. Understand? And everything will be turned upside down. Neither any animal nor any matter will be left. Understand? This is only Allah will prevail. None other than He will exist. This stage is termed as akhirat. So what is the definition of Qiyamah? You can get it from here, and this is of course one of the stages of akhirat. And now come to the next stage. It is Hashar. The meaning of Hashar is gathering, crowd, and preserve, etc. Only Allah will continue to exist long after the Qiyamah. He will again give life to all living beings. So in Hashar, what will be happen? After Qiyamah, all the human being will be dead. So before Hashar, Allah will give them the life again, and after getting the life, all the people will go and running towards the field of Hashar for the judgment of Allah. And in the field of Hashar, there will be the condition will be very terrible, very terrible. This time an angel will summon everyone. As a result, everyone will gather in a large ground. This is called Hashar. So what is called Hashar? You have gotten there. Allah will take into account the sins and virtues of all. Allah will judge everything of our done works, everything we have done in this world. Allah will judge all these things, that field. Every human being will have to account for their deeds to Allah that time. Okay, that day, the sun will be very near overhead. People will continue to sweat for scorching heat. Even many will be swimming in the sweat. Okay, there will be no shadow or shade on the day except for the shade of the arsh or throne of Allah. So you can imagine the condition of the Hashar. It will be terrible. Okay, only there will be no shade, no shadow will be there, only except the shade of arsh will be there. Okay, then there will be one kind of suffering. The suffering are very terrible on that day. Okay, the sinner will receive their book of deeds in their left hand. After that, Allah will start His great judgment. This will be the day of last judgment. On this day, Almighty Allah will be only judge. The Prophet, Messenger, and angels will be the witness on this day. Okay, limbs of human beings will also bear testimony. That means your hands, your mouth, your legs, your ear, nose, eyes, all things will give the statement against you. Okay, if you're using these things wrong, in wrong way, in wrong path, doing the wrong work by your hands, then your hands will give this statement against you. Understand? So every body parts will give the statement against you. Sin and virtues will be weighed out in the field of Hashar on a scale called Mizan. So what is called Mizan? You have gotten this thing. This is another race. Okay, those who will find their balance of virtues heavier will enter Jannah. So if your balance of good deeds will be heavier, then you will go to Jannah, and if your balance of bad deeds will heavier, then you will go to Jahannam, and the Jahannam will be the most suffering places. So Akhirat is unending life after death. Okay, so according to only then we shall, if you hear. On that contrary, sinners will suffer the punishment of Jahannam. Okay, therefore we shall believe in Tawheed, Risalat, Akhirat in this world, and abide by the commandment and prohibition of Allah. We shall do fair and righteous deeds. Only then we shall be able to achieve the ever peaceful Jannah. So this is the main thing about Akhirat. Okay, now come to the next lesson. This is lesson 8, Aqaid and morality. All these things are related each other. Aqaid means having faith. Without having aqaid, faith in aqaid, you are not a complete Muslim. So main tenets of Islam like Tawheed and Risalat, Akhirat, etc. So it is aqaid, and aqaid is one of the main aspects of Islam's like Tawheed, Risalat and Akhirat. So you have to believe in aqaid also. So here, that morality is the exercise of principles, that is practice of excellent codes of conduct, becoming moderate and decent, possessing good character, etc. Shunning offense and indecent matter is also a part of morality. So here is the definition of morality. What is morality? You have gotten here. Morality and abiding by principles are very important in human life. This is important for you. A person without principles is like a beast. So a beast doesn't have any sense of morality. Understand? This is, it can do whatever it likes. Who can do whatever it likes? So beast can do whatever it likes. It doesn't care about good or bad. It understands only its own gain. Similar is the case with a person without principles. He or she will be like a beast. So without morality, the person or the people is like a beast. His act or his attitude or his characteristic like a beast. So there you have to possess the moral characters. Okay. On the essence of morality turns a person into a real human being. So it is very important. A man or woman of principles gets love and respect in the society. Everybody honor him or her. Okay. So the link between aqaid and morality is very deep. Aqaid or the Islamic beliefs teaches morality to human being. And the person who believes in the elements of aqaid properly is sure to have a beautiful character. He always leads his life according to the strict principles and has high ideas. He always shuns unfairness, oppression and obscenity. He or she never approves corruption, rather he tries to resist corruption from entering the society. So this is related. Aqaid and morality is related to each other. So Tawheed and Risalat, this is believe in Tawheed and Risalat. This is means what? Believe in Tawheed and Risalat means believe in the message of the Prophet and Messenger, and this is sent by Allah. So they are the chosen servant. Who are the chosen servant? The Prophet and Messenger are the chosen servant from Allah. Prophet and messengers, the messages, you have to believe these things. This is called Risalat. Risalat, the messages from Allah through the Prophet and Messenger. So this is believe in these things. This is one of the main aspects of Islam. So Risalat and Tawheed and Aqaid, these are the interrelated things. So people believe in Risalat are influenced by the character of prophets and messengers. They try to emulate their deeds and characteristics. Okay, so Benvoliously deeds and activities are never seen in them. That means the bad bad deeds, the heinous deeds are not seen in the characteristics of prophets and messenger. So come to the next page. Faith in Akhirat is one of the main elements of Aqaid. So this is important for you. So Akhirat is the life hereafter. Worldly life is not the end of human life. Rather, a new life will start right after death. Okay, this is the life in hereafter. That life has beginning but no end. You know it before, I have said it. So we can say that this is that according to the work of this world, if you possess the moral character and practice it, and you lead the life according to the Islamic Sharia, don't do any unfair thing and don't follow any bad things and bad characteristics, or rather you follow the characteristics of Nabis and Rasuls and possess that kind of qualities and characteristics, then you will be a good person, good characteristic, moral characteristic you would be able to get. And there will be of course the faith in Tawheed and Akhirat and Aqaid, faith in these things of course you have, then and possessing the good characteristic also. Therefore the role of Aqaid is in the role of Aqaid in the acquisition of morality is very important. We shall have firm belief in Tawheed, Risalat and Akhirat. We shall exercise morality in the worldly life and shall never go for immoral activities. Okay, this is important. Okay, only then we can achieve success in this world and the life hereafter. Okay, dear students, after these things we can say this here, that there is in your exercise page, fill in the blanks. Till here you have to do the HW from the help of full lesson. Okay, you have to do the HW, you have to do it yourself. Understood, my dear students? I hope that you have understood your lesson. If there is any query or any question, then you can ask me in your live class. That's enough for today, my dear student. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.